This is the fourth video in a series of Basecamp tutorials. And in this video, we're going to talk about these menu items along the top, which you will find no matter where you are in Basecamp. So you might be clicked into the Vista HQ space. And by clicking on the home screen, you get back to this dashboard. And again, it doesn't matter where you are. You could be in a project, in a team. Regardless, when you click home, you get back to the dashboard. And this menu bar, again, stays constant. So no matter where you are, you will see it. Okay, so let's check out latest activity. And really, this is just a timeline. It's a timeline that goes back in time through however long. I guess it will keep loading. But there's tons of stuff in there on mine just because we've been working with Basecamp a while. But it just gives us a quick look at things that have been added or ways that people have interacted with Basecamp or through Basecamp over time. So it might be an easy way if you know that somebody started a conversation last Friday, but you were having trouble finding it, you could kind of scroll back and find that date and get to it probably pretty easily. I don't find myself using this a lot, but it's there if you need it. Again, going back to the home screen. Ping is the next item here. And what a ping is, aside from a strange word, is you can think of it as a text, essentially. Now, when you click on pings, this comes up, and really this is just as it says right here, my recent pings. These are recent conversations I've had or recent text messages I've sent, even though it doesn't have to do with my phone. This is all related or contained within Basecamp. But anybody who is on Basecamp within our Vista HQ, you can send them a direct message. That's essentially what this is, a direct message or a text. So I could find Matt Stuckey, and I might want to ping him directly. And I could do that by clicking this, and there is my conversation with Matt Stuckey. And let me just, I don't know who wait, sorry, I didn't put that in the wrong spot. So Charla Short, maybe I want to ping her. And I haven't started a conversation with her yet, so there's nothing there. But all I do, just like as if I'm posting to a campfire message board, I could just put hello. And when I hit enter, that will go directly to her. Now, of course, she's going to respond to me at some point and say, what are you doing? But anyway, for the sake of the group here, I thought I'd do that. But that's a ping. And by the way, you can add more than one. So I might want to add Charla and Jody. And now, oh, you know what? Sorry, I didn't do that correctly. Charla, yes, and Jody, yes. Now I can ping them both. And this is now a conversation between myself, Jody, and Charla. And I haven't had a three-way conversation with those two people before. So again, my template here is blank, but I could just as easily have that, start that conversation now as I did with Charla, just one-on-one. So just know that a ping is a way to quickly and directly communicate with one or more people. If you wanted to communicate with everybody on your team or project, it makes more sense to do that via the campfire or message board. So for example, if I am in one of the projects that I'm a part of and I want all of these people to get this message, there's no point in pinging them. You may as well just add it to the campfire. So where campfire is sort of a message board where it goes to everybody in your team or project, a ping is an individual or a small group message to just specific people. Okay. But again, if you've got a team or project where all the people you want to communicate are already a part of that team or project, use campfire. It's just a little bit more efficient. If you receive a ping, if somebody pings you, we'll talk about setting up notifications in the next video, but you may get a little notification that pops up over here, but you'll also get a little red dot that lets you know there is an unread ping there. Okay, so when you click on that, above where it says recent pings, you will see the ping that you haven't yet read, and you can just click on it and it'll take you to it to go ahead and read that. The next thing is the hey, and this is really just a notification center. Any activity that goes on, you will get a notification here. And again, just like if there's a new ping, there'll be a little red dot here that says, hey, there's something here you haven't read. And you click on it, and above where it says previous, you'll see the newest one that you still have to read. You click on it, it'll take you to that place where that thing happened. And again, if it's a ping, it'll take you to the ping. But under hey, it might be somebody had left a comment on a message board, somebody uploaded something and added a note to it or something like that. So lots of different kinds of things might show up here. So it'll just take you to wherever it is that thing is, and you'll be able to read it. Campfires are, again, just like hey, the hey section, it's a notification, but it's only related to the campfire section of whatever teams or projects you're a part of. So remember, Campfire is where it's like a group message board for quick questions or ideas or statements. So any of the teams or projects you are a part of have that Campfire section. And anytime somebody posts to one of those Campfire sections, it separates those out as well and notifies you that, hey, you've got this Campfire message pending or waiting for you to read. So those are the three different sections along this menu bar where you get notifications, and they're just slightly different types. Okay, they're either a ping or a general notification or a Campfire notification. And in each case, when a new one arrives, there'll be a little red dot next to it that tells you there's something there for you to tend to. We'll also, again, talk about notifications where you can be notified that they exist so that you don't have to just come across them as you're, maybe you open up Basecamp and then notice there's a red dot there. Oh, I've missed something. There's a way to set it up so that you get notified ahead of that and can go seek it out. So we'll talk about that a bit more. The next item in the menu bar is this reports section. And I haven't really found myself using this, but there's a few things that could be useful. What's overdue? So if you're using the calendar section in any of the teams or projects that you're a part of, and you've scheduled things and they're not showing completed, it'll run a list of things that are overdue. What's coming up or due soon? I don't know if anything will show up, but here's an April to-do list. This may just be an example. I don't recall, but anyway, that's what these reports do. What's a new to-do? What's on someone's plate? So I didn't talk about the to-do section in any team or project because I don't really use it. But when you set up a to-do item, you can assign it to somebody. Maybe we have to order lunch for the team, and that's Jeb Dickerson's responsibility. So you could assign that to me, and that will show up on my to-do list. Who's clapped for me? Oh, that's another thing. It's kind of like liking something. So let me just go here. Let's say that maybe that's not the right spot for it. Here's a message board item, and I'm going to clap for myself. So wow, that was loud. I don't know if you heard that, but anyway, you can essentially give somebody props for something they've done here, and this report section will run a quick report, and these are all the applause. You can see I have one or two fans, but that's about it. Story of my life. Okay. So that's what the reports do. Again, I don't think you'll use them often, but if you find them useful, by all means do. And then the last thing in the menu bar is just to find, and this is just a basic search. So if I was searching for a schedule, I don't know why, I don't know if I have anything, but anywhere that appears, it's a very effective search tool. So that's what that is. So again, you'll just want to play around with these things, and you will get used to it. And please feel free to ping me if you're wanting to just test this out and use the tool and try to get clear on how to use the tool. By all means, do so. And I'm happy to be a guinea pig. If you have any questions, you can ping me and test it out. But if you have other questions more generally, you can ping me as well, and I'll help clarify things around that. So that's all we're going to talk about in this video. I think I might have one or two more videos to go just to explain a few things in a bit more detail, but otherwise, that's all.